doing, everybody? Paracord guy here. Just wanted to do a little how-to video today. I know I don't do too many of those, and I was pretty interested in doing one. I want to show you guys how to make these handles for these Firesteels out of paracord. I didn't come up with the knot. It's been around for a long time, but I can show you how I do these. I do them with 2 strands for larger things like this, and 1 strand for smaller things like this. And alright, I'll get everything set up and show you guys how I do it. Okay, so pretty much all you need is some needle nose pliers, whatever you're going to be working on. If you got a larger Firesteel, I recommend doing 2 strands. If you got a smaller one, go ahead and go with 1. You need about 2 feet of paracord per strand. That's a little overkill, but I like to have more than I need. And doing the 2 strands can be kind of tricky because you got to keep them pretty much like that the whole time. So you don't want them overlapping each other as you're doing the knot. And then you just need some super glue. I use Gorilla Glue and a lighter. I got one of those. Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and cut real quick, and I'll get set up for the first step, and I'll be right back. So here we go. I'm going to be doing these in steps. So this is pretty much the first step. You take your blank and put the 2 strands over, put your finger on top like this here. You go ahead and you wrap it. Going about, I don't know, 6 inches shooting up off the top. You take and you take the first wrap, go around your finger like so, down to there. That's pretty much what you're looking for. You guys can see that. And take it, go back up the other side. Whoops. Go back up on there. And then I'm going to pull the rest of this through here. And that's pretty much the first step. You're looking for that shape right about there. You go ahead and fix it and get it all nice. I'm going to break and I'll come back to the next step for you guys. Okay, so this is what we want right here. It's what you want to start out with. Second step is you just take and you flip it over like this. Then you're going to work on bringing these loops together. That's where the needle nose pliers come in really handy. I'm going to go under this first loop right here, grab a hold of these 2, and then bring them back underneath. Get it to about right there. And what I do is I hold it, come back underneath like so. I go ahead and I grab a hold of these strands coming out here. And just bring them both through. And you go ahead and fix it. As you can see, it's green and black, and then I kind of let it cross itself. So you're going to want to fix that. It's not too hard. You can do the strands one at a time. That kind of helps to prevent that from happening. But this kind of stuff just takes patience, trial and error. So that's kind of what I want. I want all the strands to stay on their same side. That way you get a nice even knot. So okay. This is where we're at right now. Go to the next step. Okay, next step. Just take and flip it over like that. We take and we go under both of these strands, double over each other, go all the way under all of them with the needle nose pliers till it's all the way to the other side. And then we'll take, I'll do it 1 strand at a time this time. I'm going to take both of these strands back underneath all the rest of these knots here, and then you start to see the shape. Just kind of squish it a little bit. You're starting to get where you want to be. All the knots are going how they're supposed to. Everything's looking pretty good. So next is the tightening. Alright, so we just want to tighten everything up. What I like to do is I'll take this last nut and I'll just kind of pull on a little bit. And I'll kind of come through here, just pull a little bit. Just got to work the whole knot. That's what makes it a little bit more difficult with these double ones, is you kind of got to do everything twice. And just kind of give yourself a little bit of slack there. And you just start to follow it as it goes. So it's going to go over to here. Pull that. Just really wrench down on it. You know, when you do this right, it almost feels like you don't really even need the super glue at the end, but it's good just to do it anyway. So just keep going all the way around, pulling them tight, and get nice and worked through. So I'm going to break. I'm going to go ahead and come back. Sorry for having to stop every time something up with my computer and this camera, and I have to stop like every minute and a half, or else the video gets choppy and the audio gets choppy too. I don't know what's up with that. Basically, just keep on going. Whoop! Keep on going like this, pulling them through, getting them nice and tight. What you're gonna be looking for is this one probably might not come out too good because it's the first time doing it on camera. So, oh, see, I messed up right there. If you pull on the cord with the pliers, you can get little burrs in the cordage. It's not that big a deal, just not visually pleasing. So just keep going. Now we've gone all the way around. I'm not really yanking down on it like I should. It's probably not going to come out looking that great. So you really got to tighten it up. Get you down here at the end, just pull through. Pull through. And it's kind of got the shape. But like I said, since I wasn't really tightening down on it, it was, you know, just a little bit funky. But it'll still work great as a handle. And as you go and you do it more, it gets better. Just go ahead and that's a quick little fix. Oh, wasn't ever there. So yeah, as you can see, that's on there pretty tight. You know, you gotta really try to get it to go anywhere. So anyway, like I said, it's probably a good idea just to put some super glue on there anyway, because what you can do is you can do that and make sure that it's not going to go anywhere, because it will just slide off if you're not careful. So then you're going to want to pull out your scissors and do some trimming. What I like to do is I like to trim off this end, the short end first. Trim that up down here, slide it down to the end, down there. Get a nice clean cut there. Melt it off. So that's nice and clean. And then you have a little lanyard piece to build off of. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that in a second. Okay, so here's the super glue part. You don't want to get this all over your fingers. And all it takes is a little bit. Just go around like that, just a tiny little dab. And then just kind of spin it as you slide it up. Get it all coated. And that's gonna, as soon as that's dried, it's gonna stick to it for, you know, a good long while. This is a lot better than some super glue. This is, like I said, Gorilla Glue. This stuff's really super strong, but it's also got a really strong smell to it too. I'm not getting paid by Gorilla Glue or anything. I like it. But hey, Gorilla Glue, if you guys want to give me some free glue, I'll definitely take it. Alright, I'll get back in just a second and finish this whole thing off. Okay, so it's pretty simple. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can make a bunch of knots, you can braid it, you could even go back through and do like a cobra weave down this and have a nice handle or whatever. What I like to do is I'd like to do a 2-strand crown knot like this one here. Basically it's like the same knot, and it gives you a little extra length here. And it's kind of a pain in the ass to do, but once you get the hang of it, it's not so bad. This first step is just making a loop. You take and bring that second piece over there, and then go under, over, under, and over again. You're looking for that shape. So that's the shape you're looking for right there. Then you flip it over, pull out the slack from whatever the other end is. In this case it's the black, and we're looking for it to basically just sit like this. You want both of the strands on top, and then we pull a little bit more through to make it easier. In this case, since it's color coded, it's a little easier. You bring the black strand around, and then around the green strand there, and then up through the center hole, and then you do the same with the green strand, over around the black strand, and up through the hole. You can pretty much just pull it tight. It doesn't look that great in the beginning. Once you get it all cinched down, it'll look right. So anyway, this you got to work on it a little bit. Just pull that through, and that through, and then the knot will start to take shape. So haven't been doing this knot all that long. Takes some getting used to. Oh, sorry. Takes some getting used to. A little bit of finesse. But anyway, once you get the idea, and you get the hang of it, then it's not so bad to make. So that's about it. Might have messed this up, but that's the gist of it. You can adjust the length as you go. So anyway, probably not the best how-to video, but the most important part is just doing this knot right. You can do whatever you want for this. I mean, it's just all about your own personal preference. So any questions or comments, feel free to let me know if I did a good job or whatever. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy. Thanks. Bye.